There was pent-up tension and anticipation as President Museveni and First Lady Janet Museveni arrived at the NRM party headquarters, Nakasero. The president was there to return his nomination forms for the two positions of party chairperson and presidential flag bearer. There had been questions about whether the president would be nominated unanimously or there would be challenges. However, NRM Electoral Commission chairperson Dr. Fred Tango Odoi put the matter to rest.
He only brought back one nomination form even when we gave him two. And yet the condition is that you bring the two. The third, any aspirant for presidential and chairman must get signatures of support from the 151 districts that make up Uganda by law. That candidate did not even have a nominator nor a seconder. Therefore, I cannot mention whether he had even the 100.
With that matter out of the way, Dr. Tango Odoi started with nomination proceedings, calling for the necessary documents to be presented.
Present the certificate that you were cleared.
With the formalities completed, Dr. Tango Odoi formally declared the president nominated for the 2026 general election.
I wish to present you through the Secretary General. Could you step forward, sir? Get the microphone and read this certificate yourself.
Certificate of compliance with the nomination requirements. This is to satisfy that aspirant candidate Yoweri Museveni Tibahora of the National Resistance Movement has submitted a list of supporters for his candidature to be the national chairman of the National Resistance Movement at the Party Electoral Commission to be held at the National Conference of 2025, and the Electoral Commission has verified that the aspirant candidate has complied with the Constitution of the National Resistance Movement and NRM Electoral Regulations 2025.
President Museveni took to the microphone to explain why he had chosen to run once again for these two positions.
I stand here on behalf of the very NRM that started as a student movement in 1965. This is 60 years ago. That nascent student movement emerged in a very fragmented landscape where polarization was following tribes and religious denominations.
He pledged to ensure his next term of office would continue to work on ending sectarianism and all forms of divisions in the country.
Fragmentation made governance impossible because no fragment could master a majority in an election. In 1962, no party could get more than even 40% because they had fragmented the people in Engusio, Obsorogoto, fragments of a calabash or a pot.
President rounded up his remarks by asserting that it was time to deal with value addition of all products, including coffee, following a slump up of crop prices.
Never hear that the coffee final product price has gone down, never. So therefore, this blindness of going to raw materials is madness. In the 1960s, one of the strongest currencies in the world was the Zambian kwacha.
With that out of the way, the president left the venue indicating that he would work to support all nominated candidates while also urging them to support his bid for another term of office as the head of state. Aaron Mukama, NTV Weekend Edition.